1, 2, 3, 4.
Dumpster fires are fun. I like my one dumpster fire, the one I didn't know if she was on Heron or not.
That's messy.
So, like, I've talked about her on here. Where it's like she was on. I think she was on Heron. Her ex-husband was definitely on Heron, and then I realized like all the bills were still in his name. So I'm like, is he living here? Or, like that one. But like she would like call me and say like fucking weird shit, like in like like have her like she'd be like talking about like benign stuff like, hey, where do you want to go to dinner tonight? By the way, it was really great how you fucked my ass last
night. My God.
And I'm like, you have an audience of like 6 people, and she's like, I don't care. And it's like, you're something wrong.
Yeah, I had an ex saying stuff like that. We'd be like out to eat in a diner. She's like, yeah, I can't wait for you to fuck me after this. And I'm like, there's like a family next to us. Like, can you not? I'm like, yeah. It was a big point of contention in our relationship. What's that, like exhibitionist or something?
Yeah, exhibition.
She be trying to do like public stuff, and I'm like,
you ever fucking public?
Yeah, but like,
it's fun. I like a
it's all right.
I like an audience.
I don't like an audience.
I was the best was
I fucked in sketchy places, but not like public, like not like
public,
on a park bench, but like
in
a secluded baseball field or something.
Mine's a toss-up. Either the deck.
Road Dome. That's pretty public.
Road Dome's fun too.
It's a good time.
Until you get your dick wedged underneath a steering wheel, you can't get it back out. That's always a problem for me.
Road Dome is like a means to an end. It's not like a finishing move. It's like,
oh no, it's
get the party started.
It's a finishing move, brother.
Hard to finish while driving.
Give her a snack on the way to Wawa.
Hard to finish while driving.
That's great. Just wedge your head under the steering wheel. You're not gonna hear much. Anyway,
I'm not into Road Dome anymore.
So the
I gotta drive. Dude.
There's a toss up for me between the porch at the rental in Florida. We have multiple girls.
Porch is fair game.
That's fun. Yeah, it's not a porch though. It's like a balcony that like overlooks the ocean that like you can very much see up into.
That's fair game. You're on your property.
Yeah, so we were having fun with that. And then the other one, well, okay, there's 3, I guess. There's like 2.5, I would say. So there's that one, and then me and the same chick, we banged. We were at a roadside motel in North Carolina, like on the Outer Banks. And like those like old motels from like the 50s and 60s that they like convert into like more modern ones, but they still are like you just drive right up in the doors to like your motel rooms. We were at one of those, and we fucked in the parking spot in front of our hotel room, and like we were going at it, making the car rock and shit like that, and then like going at it for like 40 minutes. Finish, kiss her goodbye, I have to leave, and then she was like, dude, there's like 6 people upstairs like right above where we were on like the upper floor like having a conversation. They totally heard us. And I'm like, oh, that's fun. And
why did you just go into the room?
That's what she said, because her sisters were in there. She was like, it was probably one of those situations where like, hey, get a room, you two. It's like, can't.
I can't afford this $40.
And then the other one was I realized really quickly this was a bad idea. We were on a hot tub at a very nice hotel, and there was like one of those ones where it's like an indoor pool with like pearl, like
people coming in at any given time.
Not only that, there's cameras everywhere too. And she's like making me finger her under the bubbles, and I'm like, they are watching us on the security camera right now. She's like, I don't care. And I'm like, I hit the right spot. She went a little loud, and then was like, that's it. And like, yoink. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Just average like secluded areas in a fucking car.
Yeah,
like
fun stuff.
Game reserve.
Oh, game reserve is like, it might as well be like Smash Pad.
Yeah, that is.
It's like state public fucking.
But yeah, nothing crazy. Like I don't know. I can't think of anything.
So like, what about?
Your story's like, she was jerking me off under the table at the Applebee's. Like, I'm not doing all that.
I'm not like that weird. I like, you know what's weird? I've never been to a nude beach. I always want to go to a nude beach. Like, and I made a point.
I don't
wanted
even like
to go
going to the regular beach.
I wanted to go to.
I want to show my penis too.
I wanted to go to the nude beach that's in Florida near where that exact place I was talking about is. There's a nude beach not too far away. I wanted to go there this year, and I didn't. I don't know why I didn't.
Just slanging.
Dude, just fucking want
to
let
wild.
my puppy flap. It seems like fun.
I don't have the equipment for that.
Oh, dude, fucking good dick days are a good thing. You gotta have the day you get out of the shower, you're just looking at it. You're like, hell yeah, man. 2 kids came out of that.
You just
never
see me
look-
wearing a shirt with no pants, just like
Oh, I
Winnie
thought you
the
meant
Pooh.
in the shower.
No,
Showering
at the
with a
nude
shirt.
beach, I'm just like, I'll take my pants off, but I'm not taking off my shirt. I'm just wearing a hockey jersey
I'll take
like
my
Kevin
khakis
Smith.
off.
Take your clothes off.
It's
Take
a
your fucking
full body
clothes off.
massage.
It's hot in there. The doctor said I can't get hot.
Bad for my heart.
I can't remember the one line earlier. I think I butchered it.
Oh,
In history, there's 2 things that have been recession-proof.
pussy.
Blank industry and this thing of ours. I don't remember what he said gold or gasoline. He said some
Oil.
other. Yeah. I can't remember.
I think you got it.
I don't know. I'm not certain
Piss
on
a
it.
Fucking racehorse again. I don't
So anyway, Denny Hamlin went as soon as
go
you
for
walk
it.
away. I don't have anything else on racing. There was another one where like this guy's girlfriend jumped in and like
Ooh.
I was like sitting on this kid's chest beating the fuck out of him, and then his girlfriend came over and like was a big stocky chick and like yanked me off of him
Sturdy
and
broad.
threw me like through the air, and then they were both like holding me down, about to start hitting me. Yeah, that was not a good. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, wow, like this sucks. I'm about to get beat up.
By a chick.
Yeah, but I ducked the punch and then he hit her.
Nice.
And he hit her. He was swinging on me as hard as he could, and I ducked and it nailed her right in the face. And she's like, "What the fuck, baby? You just punched me." He's like, "I'm sorry." And then I got up and sat on the couch. I was so out of breath. I was like, "All right, I'm done."
I think this occurred at a leftover crack show, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a video of it somewhere. I could probably find it. But there's a kid that tried to do a stage dive, and this is where the bulk of my fighting experience does come from, is mosh pits. But
That's fair.
Kid tried to do a fucking stage dive, and when you do that, you're supposed to kind of like Superman, so that your weight is evenly distributed. There's this other tactic you can do called crowd killing, which it is basically just do cannonball, and you put all your weight on like one person. But like when you crowd kill, you like. Wait, you ball up, and then when you get to the crowd, you open up and like jam your fucking feet.
Sounds like it would hurt. You're just kicking people in the face.
Yeah, it's crowd killing. Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
And then you get into the pit and you pop up and you basically have to start swinging at people. Like that's like the whole philosophy. It's weird, but anyway.
Have you ever been slugged like in the back of the head? And
This was some kid tried to do that. He like balled up and was gonna crowd kill and just landed all of his weight, but like more importantly, his like dick and balls like landed on my shoulder. So he just
your mouth.
he just nuts it. Oh, delicious. Fellas, can you start up
cheesy.
Can you start up Gay Rude Boys for me? I got a suitable bachelor over here that looks like he needs some attending to. But yeah, the fucking kid just like lands nut first on my fucking shoulder and like ow, and like he goes down and he comes back up and just fucking cold cocks me. What? So I like take his head because like I know the hockey technique of like if you
pull his sweater
get
over
the
his-
sweater, you got no leverage or whatever. So I just like got the back of his neck and just started putting his head down, and he's like trying to like swing at me over top, and I just like kind of like and he just gets folded into the mosh pit. But it's great. It was all on video. So like you just see him come up, and he starts like hitting me in the face. And you just see me smiling and just like boom, boom. Hey, not get off. It's like, yeah.
Fuck that.
That was fun. I had a great time.
I would always be on the outside of the circle, and then people, I'm just trying to enjoy a concert, and now there's all this chaos going on. And I would get into it for like, I'm not trying to throw any punches, but someone would bump into me, and now it's like, you teleport back to like hockey or football. Like you're like, now I'm fucking in the game. Like me and Stu would be fucking bodying people at rap shows. Like, and Port the one time at that Rise Against concert,
Yeah,
me and Port were
you
like
guys
the
were
Bash
not-
Brothers.
You guys
Like,
were not having fun.
no, we went to the back, but in the beginning, we were in the middle of the
Opened up.
swarm. We were like only 10 people back from the stage. I'm thinking it's going to be like a Green Day concert or something. And like it was way heavier of a crowd than I anticipated. It was not fun. It was not. And me and Port were literally like, had each other's back and we're like knocking people over and like trying to force our way to the back.
the fun.
You, Tyler, Coos, everyone were just like up front with no shirts on. Just like not.
Dicks out.
Just crowd bombing.
Well, the fucking the only reason I brought that up too, the crack of whatever. So like, there is times too where you're like be in the pit. I remember this at a Bouncing Souls concert, the one that I went to in the concert. It was a outside Summerfest stage thing. It was this chick elbowed me in the fucking mouth, and like when you do that, you do have this like kind of like you said like a hockey reaction where you're like, I'll go to like
Did they
swing.
say sorry or they're just?
I went to like swing back on this chick, and she just looks at me like, oh, and I'm like, no. You're
Are they
good.
doing the cliche like rap mosh pits? They don't happen at every concert, but there's a handful of rap groups or acts that will incite a pit, and it's like everyone does like this, not everyone, but you see like these tars doing this weird, like they just walk around and do like this flaily, like
There's a couple.
like they're trying to make contact with someone but not really.
So
Like this.
are they doing the thing where
They
they
just
they
do
get
this elbow flare?
they isolate and they don't move, but they're doing the dance in
No,
one
they're like
spot?
going in like a circle.
If they're going in a circle, that's called a two-step, but like a circle pit's like a punk thing, like you're supposed to go. So the way it goes is that
Or
it's
even when
counter-
it's just
counter-
a chaos one, they're
it's
still
ca-
doing this weird
it's
like.
counter. It's so yeah. There's like the two-step. You do that in a counterclockwise thing, and then usually there would be like my buddy Everett would go clockwise, so you're going against it. So you're two-stepping into people two-stepping against you. So that's fun. They call it when it's ska music. The same thing is called skanking though. But it's yeah, you just kind of like you're doing like that. It's like with the rhythm you
But
do that.
they're
But
moving their
throwing
arms
they're
in a
th-
way.
They're throwing haymakers and flailing and stuff like
They're
that.
just like flailing their bows, trying
Yeah.
to like catch a stray bow. Like it's
Yeah,
weird, but like there's not enough people. It's not like a rock concert where some like
not
a Flatbush. There is some tight mosh pits, but the norm at a rap mosh pit, it's pretty fucking loose. It's just like
Yeah.
a bunch of guys like me, like fat white dorks smoking blunts, being
pushing
like,
each other,
no,
yeah.
being like, I don't want to do this. And then
Oh.
there's like young nerds who are hammered, being like, yeah, mosh pit, dude. Like, yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's more of like you said, loose. Like there's 20 people in the circle, and they're all just kind of bebopping around doing this weird like.
Yeah.
We're pretending we want to hit each other, but we really don't. No one's punching. There's really not much violence. The worst violence is like people like pushing into each other. That's it. Like
So like there's like etiquette to it because like you go to a concert, like if you were to go to like an Offspring show, or better yet, like a great example would be Metallica, where you actually have to pay extra money to be in the mosh pit, which is so gay. It's a
there's
huge,
actually, instead of like GA, they
huge-
just call it like, you want to be in the mosh pit. Like
Yes.
that's the standing room.
Someone bragged to me one time about how they paid $700 to be
Kill
in the
yourself.
mosh pit at dude, Megadeth opened for them. Dude, you're gay. Like it's fucking
Everyone
gay.
has their own thing though. Like
But-
I would pay $700 for like pit passes. To, like,
That's a
you know what I
different
mean? Like,
story.
to, like-
Entirely different story than.
but like
yeah.
everyone likes their own thing.
But yeah,
I'm old civil
whatever.
Jake over here.
Just,
It
fair
is
enough.
gay. It's so
fair,
gay.
Fair enough. I was like,
It's too much for that type of event.
to go get hit and hear the music in the worst place. Like you're not gonna have good acoustics in the mosh pit. You're literally paying $700 to go get into a fist fight with somebody and not get. It's not a prize fight. There's no
I'd pay
chance
like
that you win.
$700 for like Stanley Cup Finals tickets or
Yeah.
something. But for a concert, that's too steep. Like you hear these things like, the Taylor Swift tickets are like $1,500. Like no, to me a concert is like $50 to $100 tops for like maybe 200. 700 is too much for a concert. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's no. I would say like 50 to 100. I think the most I ever paid for like concert tickets was like Warped Tour, so like $60. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's like that. But what I digress though is that
700 is fucking retarded, dude.
there's an etiquette to moshing, and it's like there is, like, believe it or not, a decorum for how you do this, and it's like when you have those things, those aren't like. Those are just people having fun. Like those are like, hey, you want to do this? I want to do this.
Like I've
Let's
seen a mosh pit on YouTube.
open
before,
it
like,
up a little bit. Let's like fucking dance around. If somebody does something wacky, whoa, I'm sure everybody's got their phones out too. and
Yeah,
shit
someone
like
loses a shoe, everyone stops, get
and
him
you
a
hold
shoe.
it up.
Yeah.
You make a little.
It's a
fucking
very
there's-
friendly.
Yeah.
Someone lost their phone and they got it up to the musical act, and he's like, "Yo, you guys are the nicest."
No,
fucking
that would
fans."
absolutely get smashed and thrown. At, like,
Is
if-
there levels to it?
Yeah,
It's like this is like almost like not cosplay, but it's like these people are pretending to mosh or
No,
whatever.
yeah, like there's
At the
'cause-
rap shows, most of them. There's Puya and Flatbush open up some legit mosh pits, but is there like the more hardcore the band? It's like you're expecting to get injured at the show.
There's different flavors of it because like punk mosh pits, which I started with that. That's where I was. The first ones I went to, like actually, honestly, the first like show where I ever saw moshing was Thrice and Rise Against with Tommy. We went to go see Rise Against at House of Blues, and they do one of the bands does a Wall of Death, and I was like, that's so gay. And then Rise Against played, and I was like, all right, this is what I like. Where they do a thing, I don't know if they did it at the show we went to, but they do a thing where it's like if you see someone fall down, you pick them back up, and that is what we do. And it's like a big philosophy of like certain bands. It's like you don't stop.
That was not happening in Rise Against.
Don't stomp someone on the deck. Well, that's Philly Rise Against. That Philly is a different flavor. There's like I said, there's a lot of fucking. This is a broad subject.
Yeah, I never even thought about getting trampled. Have people died in mosh pits?
So like
Had
usually,
to have.
so like usually metal shows, but what happens is punk shows is the thing is that the other thing, big equation breaker too is there a barricade? I'm assuming at this like Flatbush Zombie show, there's a barricade up front. It's not. You're right up on the stage.
Oh, between the stage?
Yeah.
Always.
Nah, so like punk shows.
Yeah, there is a small gap where security guards are standing in the front in the
punk
yellow
shows
shirts.
are the good ones, no barricade. Bad ones, they have a barricade. And there's actually a band called Painted Black from Philly that I saw at a Home for the Holidays at the Stone Pony, who a lot of their Philly fans came to Asbury to go see them. And the first thing the guy says when he gets on stage is they're doing their like sound check warm up. He goes, "Hey, sorry about the barricade," and like. Everybody starts booing. Like, oh, they're
Why do they want a...
Because you can stage dive. Like, that's a thing. It's like a big thing is like if you're at a concert where there's no barricade, that means people are going to hop up on stage and stage dive. Actually, do you want to... Just because
I've seen a video of you doing it.
I've never... Have you seen it?
You showed it to me.
I've showed it to you? Okay, so like, yeah, there's...
It was like Chubby Joe. Like
Chubby
doing
Joe,
like a
freshman.
side dive or something.
Yeah, a little fucking stage dive. That fucking singer, too, died. But, yeah,
R.I.P.
he was the one that gave me the pumpkin. I did a stage dive, and I knocked like 8 people over, and he gave me a pumpkin because he thought it was funny. But yeah, no barricade at that show, and like that's where like
don't people still stage dive with a barricade?
They can. It's harder to do, and it's usually like you have a harder time getting on the stage because
the crowd passing them back to that little no man's zone between the stage, and then security takes them out the side.
Yeah,
you'd always see in those.
Because that's what you see. It's like so punk shows. Like if there is no barricade, it goes from the stage backwards. Whereas like when you're crowd surfing, you go from the pit to the front. So it's like it's a different dynamic too. But there's also like at a punk show, you have like generally like at the wings of the stage, there's like someone that's going to be helping people onto the stage because it is friendly. Like it's fun. There's a great segment in the movie Another State of Mind where they put a guy in an isolated like a fucking it looks like a fucking padded cell, and they just like explain the moshing dance, and he's like, yeah, so what you do is you find the rhythm, and he's dancing all by himself. There's no music playing or anything. It's just this guy like in a white sterile room explaining the dance and like how you get the rhythm, and then you fall down, your buddy picks you back up, and it's like you hit each other, but then he's like, it looks very violent, and he's like, yeah, but we're all having fun. It's just like a release of aggression, and that's kind of always been that's been the wavelength I've been on with it. But then you go to like hardcore shows.
Now people are throwing haymaker punches or like
sometimes like you get hit occasionally. Like
that sounds fun.
It's fun though. It is. It's like it's a part of a thing where it's like if you don't like it, then I understand it's not meant for you.
It would be fun if I could wear a hockey helmet and hockey gloves, and it was just like a locker boxing.
There's actually a great NoFX song about this called "Separation of Church and Skate," where it's like they were thinking about at some point being like if you want to go to a bigger
bring a skateboard into the mosh pit.
No, you more
beat each other with boards.
No, more like you would need like padding, and they're like, that's so gay. Like, no, we're not doing that. That's like that
elbow pads and shoulder pads.
Like, there's like a
that would be funny to see a bunch of guys at a rock concert in like football gear, just like doing
guards.
Oklahoma drills and shit.
Dude, football players, and then like a guy in like MMA, like jiu-jitsu, fucking. Like,
you have to wear sports gear of some sort.
Yeah,
a guy in ice skates just fucking slicing people,
sparking everywhere. You go, the pit's just like on fire. The worst is, man, you fall in the pit once in a while. There was a one at the fucking Boneyard. Some guy smashed a glass 40 in the pit. I fell like immediately. I had glass. There was a guy in front of me too that he had no shirt on. He fell more into the glass than I did. It was like all cut up, and I'm like, god.
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah,
it's like hell in a cell.
Well, yeah,
bunch of thumbtacks on the ground.
Yeah, barbed wire match. Yeah,
oh, dude.
But yeah, like the more hardcore shows, you see people get like actually dusted, like actually like trying to get beat up.
I heard stories of people being like hospitalized after like going to like metal shows and like this was like a niche like topic back in the day, like when this I don't know when moshing started. I'm sure it's been around for a long time, but I remember like being a kid and being like, you can't go to that concert. You might get caught up in the mosh pit.
Yeah, my mom used to say the same thing.
My grandma was big on like,
because there's
no moshing.
There was it wasn't Woodstock '99. I think it was a Woodstock concert or like a Woodstock.
Like Green Day played in the rain.
Yeah, that was the big one where they fucking destroyed the stage or whatever. But I think there was like another
big mud
band.
fight.
Yeah, there was like another band that played Woodstock that year, or like a different year where like 4 people got trampled to death. And I remember my mom being like, "We're never going to a concert like that. There's always got to be seating only." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what that means." Like, I'm 8. I don't know what this is.
Seating only concerts kind of blow.
They do. I really don't like them. What's the last seating only concert you went to?
I don't know if I've ever been to a seating. Doobie Brothers, the first concert.
Okay.
That was in Caesars, and it was like tables like this, just like there's like banquet style. It was weird.
They serve you like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I don't remember if they served us, but like the seating layout, it was weird. It was awesome. But
That's pretty cool.
Green Day, we had seats, but there was a GA. Like we were on the wings in seats.
Where would you see them?
I've seen them. The first one was at Taj back in the day, like 05. And then I saw them a few years ago at Camden Yards. That was just like we were in a field
Nice.
so far away that you couldn't even. That venue kind of stinks.
What, Camden Yards, the Baltimore Orioles baseball stadium?
No, Camden,
the fucking
the
Tweeter
Riverfront or whatever.
Tweeter
Yeah.
Center, yeah.
PNC Bank Center.
That place does suck.
It was hard. It was my only concert I've ever been there, and everyone always talked about how cool it was.
It's such a shit.
We were
venue.
literally like in a field, like a fucking half a mile from the stage. Like Billy Joe was like a little dot.
Yeah.
And like even the screens were small. Like that's how, like what the fuck is the point of that? Like you can hear it. Like I don't know.
The one
I'm sure it's a cool venue if you're in the front part, but the field part sucks.
I've been all over in there. Like I've been
Sitting
up front,
in a field?
I've been up front. I've been in the grass. I've been like in the parking lot. I've been in the inside because they have like certain areas where they have those big video screens and shit. Like I've been all over in that place. Generally, it sucks. The acoustics are terrible. The best part of it is that it's a fucking amphitheater where they like unapologetically let you get drunk and won't kick you out. So when I was like 17 or 18, we went and saw Jimmy Buffett there. It was me, Kasach, Gil, and Sarah. And I got so blackout drunk
remember
and
the
high.
pictures.
Yeah, I fell asleep for all of Jimmy Buffett's set until Sarah woke me up when he was playing Cheeseburger in Paradise. And she woke me up, and I didn't even come to like, oh, Cheeseburger in Paradise. They have a video screen where during the like tailgate they walk through with a camera. Then like it's like all these old leathery parrot head like 50-year-old bitches are flashing the camera. And I woke up and I'm like, nice. Like Sarah's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, when's Buffett going on? She's like, he's on now. Like, I was like, oh.
That's the worst the next day when you're like, dang, I missed the whole concert.
I didn't care one bit for
I
Jimmy
used to have
Buffett.
such regret after. Oh, I thought you were like into it.
No, I was
Yeah,
like, I
fuck
did
it.
not give a fuck.
I would go to concerts that I really wanted to see, and I would go just
knock
looking to
out.
have fun, but I would black out, and I wouldn't remember the concert.
Sweet.
And they're not coming back for like another year or two. I would be so bummed. I did that multiple times where you remember the first 4 songs, and that's just like... You're just in the car on the way home, and you're like, "What?" You just time traveled. You're like, "What the fuck?" Like, damn it, that's the worst.
It's not that I like completely blackout forgot it, but there was one where I have major gaps of like one of the like my birthday. I got to do a huge fight with my girlfriend, and then we were supposed to go from but when it was still the Taj to the Boneyard. So it's like you walk across Pacific Avenue, the Boneyard's right there. And I was like, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drink as much as we can at the tables for free, and then we're gonna go to the bar and drink as much as we can for cheap, and then go back and drink as much as we can for free. But like we just ended up drinking as much as we could, like the entire fucking time, like the apocalypse, getting into fights. They'd be like, I'm sorry, babe, we're making out at the bar. The fucking singer Eric Peterson, the singer for the band, is like standing next to us at one point. They're like, you're the singer for the band, and he's like, I am. Can you stay away from me, please? It was very fucking like just a mess. And, like I remember most of it. I just remember fighting with my chick, and then I was next to Eric Peterson, and the one opening act was this band called Jump Ship, and the way they come on stage is, we are Jump Ship from Atlantic City. We are the ship that jumps. And then it's good. They're fun. They're a fun band.
I bumped into, during Cheers era,
Oh, yeah.
I bumped into 2 of my favorite artists at the bar at TLA. The bar is like kind of right next to the GA, and like they would, I guess, before their set, or like these were shows where there was like multiple acts. So I don't know if they were done or about to go on, but I guess they were just going to grab a drink or something. And like these are like black dudes from like New York City, and like they go by rap names, and I'm very privy to like their content, like they like vlogs and stuff. They'd have stuff from the tour bus and stuff like them.
Yeah.
And I go up to them like I know them, and like wide-eyed, wearing a Hawaiian shirt and boots and like suit pants, like slacks or something, and like call them by their government name, like dap them up, and they're just looking at me like, what the fuck? Yeah, like
Who
they
is
were
this
cool about it,
fucking
but I'm
Fed?
just like, yo, Ak, what up? And he's like, don't call me that, dude. Like what? Yeah, it was
He
good.
just
Good
called me
times.
the N-word.
That was I just no, not that was
Not
his
quite that
nickname.
aggressive.
I think his name's like Akeem or something, but
Okay.
yeah, he has a rap name, and I'm just like, yo, Ak, what up, dog? And he's just like,
Yo.
I fucking know you. Like what? I like went up to him with such like acid confidence, just
Yeah.
like yeah. But yeah, not ever too blackout drunk. Or one time I was blacked out at Trop, and there was a group that used to open for Mac called the Come Up Boys, and like no one probably really knows who they are. They never really like made it. But I was like a big rap dork, so like I was like the wrong guy for them to bump into, hammered at the. But I was so drunk that like I couldn't remember the one song of theirs that I really liked. I'm like, what's that one song you guys have about blah, blah, selling weed or something? He's like,
all our
of them?
songs.
Yeah, it literally was
Our
just like,
entire repertoire.
like I really like that one about you guys selling weed, man. Like I couldn't think of the song, and then like I wish I was clear-headed in that interaction so I could actually like pick his brain, but I was just like blacked out. Like, yo, who's the most famous dude you met? And he's like, how did I met like
Snoop.
fucking Wiz Khalifa once? Like, yeah, it was like literally like some C-list rapper just being like he was stoked at first that he had a fan being like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy knows who I am, and then it was just like 5 minutes in, he was very nice, but 5 minutes in, he was just like, duh. And then like once a year, the memory would come up on Twitter, and I would like tag him in it and be like, "Yo, dude." And then like after like there was one time he was on live on like Instagram. I was like, "Yo, bro, like I met you one time at the Tropicana," and he just like read it and like didn't. He was just he probably remembered.
Cool.
He probably remembered and was probably like, "This fucking guy. He's been writing me on Twitter once a year, every fucking year."
The worst for me was
Shout out to franchise.
it wasn't
Nice guy.
It wasn't even a musician. It was this guy's name is Jake. I think I talked about this on here too, but it is fucking funny because I did the same thing. I was just drunk at a rap party for Jay and Silent Bob, and the guy that's in the beginning of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, or the motherfuck, those kids that come up and buy weed. The one guy, he's the guy with the spiky hair in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. His name is Jacob Richardson. He's a very nice guy. He's an actor, gets work, but he's pretty much like you would know him from that and that alone probably. Autumn definitely knows what he looks like at least. But I met him at the rap party because he worked on the movie, and I was like, same thing. It's like, I'm a dork for cinema. I know your name is Jake Richardson, like you were in the original Jay and Silent Bob. And he's like, holy shit, that's so cool. And then like we talked for like 20 minutes, left on a good note. I proceeded to drink like it was the fucking apocalypse because it was free, and then run into him like an hour later, and he's like, Joe, and I'm like, Tom, and he's like, no, and I'm like, and then like he the whole night he was like super above board, like so nice. He's like, dude, you were a lot of fun to talk to. I'll talk to you later, Joe. And I was like, you're the fucking man, motherfuck, like, just like he's just not having it.
I
but,
see.
like,
I feel like you're the type of guy the next day you're just like, that's funny.
no, I was
it's the worst, dude.
brutally embarrassed by that.
The day after, when you're like, it's coming back to you in glimpses of like how stupid you're being. Like,
Yeah, well, that was the same night where so I was the one that was supposed to be the responsible party here because like everybody else was on mushrooms, and we all went to a bar after the fucking rap party, and the bar was that bar where, like the
yo, you guys rapping, dude? You had a rap party, a little cipher.
fucking throwing them all like Sweet 16.
How does Silent Bob rap? He must not be very good.
Not very well. But we went to like this bar after the rap party, and it was like a friend of one of our coworkers who's like on mushrooms, so she's like, everybody be cool. And we like went in, and the first thing I do is order a glass of milk, and she's like, what the fuck
They're
is
gonna
wrong?
know, man.
She's
They're
like,
onto us.
But no, like the bartender's like, we do Alcoholics Anonymous meetings here on Sunday morning, so I actually do have a gallon of milk. Do you want a glass of milk? And it was like, yeah, actually. And I like sat there, he put ice in it too. I was like, milk on the rocks, whatever. And like I was having fun. This chick was just like livid. She like ruining her trip. Like she's just
You're
like,
hammered, just wanted a glass of milk?
Yeah, well,
It's a wild choice while hammered.
Try it.
Booze and dairy don't really try it.
Try it, man. I mean, I'm not saying like I was like
I love milk.
I'm not saying like I was drinking Jameson and then was like, you know what, I'll switch to milk. It was like appropriate point in the night where I'm like, you know what, I just had 19 fucking liquors over there. I should
That's
probably
a wild time to be like, I need a glass of milk.
settles the old stomach. It has nutrients. It's got vitamins and minerals, which you've probably been urinating out. throughout.
Mr. Bender ruined milk for me for that whole period of my life.
Fucking, because it's got like blood and pus and shit in it.
Well, he's like, no other mammals drink other mammals' milk past adolescence.
That is not even fucking remotely true. Like, it's just fucking hilarious.
Saying past adolescence. He's like,
No,
you don't
like-
see like 40-year-old cows drinking fucking goat's milk.
You see fucking all sorts of, he's blatantly ignoring the continent of Africa where like their water and liquid is real scarce. So like when they take down like a pregnant fucking gazelle, yeah,
They drink the blood and the cow.
and the milk. Like they drink everything. Yeah,
They
like,
drink the cow,
fuck
just
it,
put it in the
they drink-
blender.
they just put it in the blender. Yeah.
Cow smoothies, dude.
I like to make the cow into a blended milk. Normally I get
The
ground
fur and all.
I get ground beef, but I just put the whole cow in there, hooves and all, the bell.
I only have one blender. It takes a very long
A
time.
very large blender.
2-week job.
I used to use the blender to be a helicopter, and it would not go anywhere. So now it is a giant blender for cows.
Did not achieve lift.
I made it all the way. Still,
The
every
coconuts were too heavy.
I could not get the Alarion roll to.
Just picturing like
I got some picture in my head.
You have to do an AI for this, for the art of the thing. Those black ladies that carry like the big things of
Baskets
fruit on their
over
head,
there, yeah.
but have that and have it like transforming into a helicopter and her like taking off.
That would be, yeah.
That's
Okay,
the-
should I do that as a Norman Rockwell painting too?
No, Norman. We don't want to harp on that too much.
Okay, who's my
What was the theme of this? Louisville Tugger.
Yeah, Louisville Tugger, yeah.
So just have like a group of dudes chasing her with Louisville Slugger bats. And
Yeah.
then she is
Make it look like an old timey.
she's making an escape with her fruit basket Inspector Gadget helicopter helmet.
Yeah, so like she's rounding second while they're trying to tag her, and she's
She's flying to home.
Go Gadget headdress.
Yes.
Yeah, it just takes off. All right, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. No, because in my head, always like the fucking Nigerian helicopter that they used to make fun of on O and A.
Cardboard one.
Yeah, well, no, it's the one that the guy dresses like the colors of the helicopter, and it's like a yellow and red helicopter they just made from like old car parts, like, and he's in it, and the prop turns, but it doesn't turn nearly fast enough to achieve like any form of lift, like not even remotely
Going
close.
around like a fucking
Yeah, like a grandfather clock. Like, so they're like laughing at that, but like in my head,
It's literally like the fan.
Yeah.
In your kitchen right now.
yeah, like it's slower than that. Like, but in my head, there's always that scene from Black Hawk Down when the Delta Force guys find the first helicopter, and there's like a bunch of like African children like sitting on it, and there's a kid swinging a piece of the prop while he's sitting on top of the prop. I was like, in my head, that's what that guy is just like
And
doing.
achieve lift like that.
This is how I am going to get in the air. Call me the Apache. Sometimes I use both hands. I use both hands, and I am a Chinook. I have a little brother. His name is Huey. That one didn't land. Like,
The ones are I know what you meant, but no. The one I've seen, it's like Jamaicans or something, and they made one out of like cardboard. Like it's just like
Yeah.
a bunch of dudes like playing pretend.
They
good
think
times.
they get like funding from the government. It's like they give us $200. We got a cardboard box and it flies.
You know what's interesting is the ones, I don't know if it's Africa or South America or somewhere, where they'll just like, these dudes will just find a car that like does not, like a car that would be in the woods for the last 30 years, and like they get that son of a bitch running. Like
Yeah.
it's like the Bush version of like zip ties and bias flies. Like it's just like these ingenuitive third world.
Back that up. Like you mean like the bush, the outback, like.
I just meant like it's like some third world like African place where they
Yeah.
just find like some old junk car, and they like, it sounds like the Joey Diaz, but like I got 2 batteries, I got a Gatorade bottle, we're gonna get this car running. Joe Rogan, we're gonna make some meth. But fucking
Yeah.
no, Zip Ties and Bias Flies is a Canadian channel where he just goes to like farms and just gets like these old shitty fucking trucks,
Rangers.
yeah, just running like out of like, you know what I mean.
That's pretty cool,
So
actually.
this is like the third world poverty version of that, where it's like they need a car to like get around, and they'll
I
just
need to take my kids to school.
they're so, it's like Zip Ties and Bias Flies is like duct tape and shit, and like running the fuel line into just like a separate gas tank in the bed of the truck, like redneck repair, where these guys are like, they're like putting like a bike tire on them. Like they're just like poor MacGyver shit, where like it works, but it's like
Magooby.
they don't have like rims or tires to put on this. Like they're literally like zip tying 2 bike tires together and like making that fit onto a car. And,
Yeah.
shit like that where it's just fascinating.
No, the ones if you ever listen to, like, I watched a lot of documentaries on like Iraq, like the invasion of Iraq and shit. And one was this guy was describing a car. He was like, I got to give him credit. Like they're more ingenuitive than any race of people I've ever seen. They're like, what do you mean? He's like, well, like, so we do roadblocks. And the roadblocks, you have to inspect the vehicle when you, like, to a certain extent, like, you got to pop the hood and the trunk and whatnot.
Where
like,
is
make
this again?
It's Iraq, like during
Okay.
like 2004, 2006, something like that. And then like they have the roadblock set up, so it's like you go to inspect the vehicle, and he's like half the cars we pop the hoods, and it's like the fuck all like your windshield washer fluid and like their motor oil is like all like run out of like old fucking like Pennzoil like motor oil fucking plastic jugs and like Gatorade bottles and shit like that. The only metal that's really in there aside from like hose clamps is the motor. Yeah, like, and he's like it was like the first one you're like shocked. It's like, how is this running? And then it's like every other car you see is like that, and it's all exactly what you just described, where it's like, all right, we had like an inner tube my kids were using, like, you know, now that's the fucking fan belt, like that's just
we need to fashion this where like
extremely-
they make it work.
Yeah.
The Gatorade bottles and that stuff, that makes sense to me because like the things in there are just nicely like fashioned plastic reservoirs. So
well,
it's like
it is just more amusing to me though that
It's
he was
hilarious
like he's like you open it and you're like looking for bombs and stuff that should be abnormal in a car, and the entire thing is
Just
abnormal.
Pepsi bottles.
It's like, yeah, you're like, look at it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, this is like there could be a bomb in there. I don't fucking know. There's also like a fucking ton of garbage. Just fucking things running on fucking Three Musketeers wrappers and a fucking dentine. Like, yeah.
Man, we're lucky here, Joe.
We're blessed, man. We're blessed.
God bless the USA.
God bless salute the troops. Sobriety's a fucking trip, man. Phrase it like that.
Dude, fuck that. Fuck that.
It's gonna be fun.
My weed addiction is like worse than ever.
Start
My tolerance is like through the roof.
Start smoking cigs again. Just
No.
like chain darts at the airport, just
If I go down there without weed, I'm for sure buying a pack of backwoods and just puffing on those.
hell yeah.
And then there was. Now we're debating just driving down.
You should.
I'm like,
way more fun.
Not for me to bring weed, just like the people we're going with are like, oh, maybe we should just drive or
Yeah.
whatever and just stop halfway. And
It's
I'm
a good
like,
road trip.
in my head, I'm like, well, that's a much easier way for me to bring fucking 10 joints. Like, I wouldn't even bring like a surplus. Like,
No.
but then now it's parlaying into like a Disney trip. I heard it's like real.
Oh no! Don't go there.
I heard it's real frowned upon to smoke there.
What, Disney?
Yeah.
It's like they don't even let you like smoke cigarettes like in the
They used
property.
to.
They used to.
My
yeah.
grandmom and her fucking mobility scooter, God bless her. We would have to stop at every single smoking area in Disney.
Gotta do
We were
business.
literally just going from the rides we went on correlated with their
Where
proximity to the
grandma
smoking
could
area. She's like, this used to be a proper country. Now they got us over here like cattle. She was a big holdout on smokers' rights.
yeah.
She's like, they're discriminating against us. With restaurants, she would not go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
We like didn't go out to eat in that like gray area period where like it was up to a restaurant to decide.
Yeah, they discussed
because during that period, most restaurants decided, fuck that, you can't smoke inside anymore.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I won't go there anymore. We have smokers' rights. Yeah, I've told that on here.
There's
We used to go to fucking Delaware, some shitty fucking tavern and grill, so she could smoke
So
inside.
she could smoke in
Fucking hour drive to go eat fucking chicken tenders that weren't even good, dude. Just so me mom can rip 3 Marbies while
Hey,
she crushes.
listen.
Unfucking believable.
Listen, hey man, you want to talk about detours? My mom one time, because she wanted to
Taking a
drink,
ferry ride so me
My-
mom can rip darts.
my mom wanted to drink at one of my, it wasn't even my birthday, it was like one of my cousin's birthdays, but there was a Chuck E. Cheese that had a bar in it somewhere in like Arlington, Virginia, and my mom we were supposed to go to one that was like right around the corner. My mom was like, no, we're going to the one in Arlington because they have a bar, and her and my mom and my mom and my grandma just got fucking trashed in Chuck E. Cheese at a kid's birthday party. And like one
that is a good Chuck E. Cheese.
they
Chuck
had-
E. Cheese with a bar.
Yeah.
That should be mandatory in all Chuck E. Cheeses.
It was like one in like 4,000. Like I think there's like one, like they have like several Chuck E. Cheese's with bars in them, but it's like one per state or something like that, like some weird like loophole law or something. But yeah, like dude, we went out of the way to go get drunk at Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, yeah, especially when I was drinking. If I had to go to Chuck E. Cheese, there's one that I'm going to.
There's the one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decisions made around like, do they have a bar? Here's another one too.
How does Disney do no smoking on property, but don't they have tons of like drinking type things?
No, just the one Epcot. It's the world.
I thought there was like bars all throughout, like getting like margaritas.
Not really like in the.
I thought it was like a big drinking thing.
No. It's people like have.
I haven't been
YouTube,
since 8th grade.
People have YouTube channels on how you smuggle liquor into like entire dedications.
I thought it was like a party. Like I thought
no,
the parents
oh my
were
god,
shit faced all the time.
No, it's like it's the miserablest place ever. And like, here's the thing too.
Universal definitely had.
Yeah, no, Universal's bedlam. Like you can just go there and get fucking like
Universal's
you
cool.
Get drunk at like the Harry Potter experience or whatever, like my aunt did, and like just fucking drink ginger beer or whatever the fuck it is it's like actual beer. And my aunt had like 4 of them.
Fucking turkey leg.
Yeah.
Stupid ass turkey leg.
Dude, there were so many like decisions made like as a youth, based around drinking.
They have
or
to serve beer.
Yeah,
or not. That's not even.
My grandmother wanted to check into a Ramada one time up by New York City because they didn't have a mini bar, and she was like, "It's too late for us to go to the hotel bar. I'm not checking in here." And like we checked out and went like 4 miles up the road to a bar or to a hotel.
Banged over the head on those mini bars too. She did
not care. $42 for a
Granny
fucking bottle
drink,
of wine.
dude.
Yeah, she was fucking thirsty.
Need a cocktail. Yeah,
I gotta put up with this red-eyed dipshit all day. Just pissing in the fucking Statue of Liberty. I need a drink.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, Grandma Eileen, she could drink. Man, she could drink. She was Russian. She was like, she could fucking drink everybody under the table. Great one. A great Jay story. My grandmother was like a notorious, like, she would get drunk and get kind of like combative. My dad let it slip at a family dinner that her nickname is Big Red, and I guess she like got drunk and forgot about it. But one of my dad's coworkers, who my grandmother was not very fond of, was at the dinner and heard him call her Big Red, and had to go in and see her at work one day and was like, "Hey, Big Red!" And apparently, like, my grandmother called my dad and was like, "You motherfucker!" Like, really came from the business. Gotta do what you gotta do.
I had a friend who didn't choose the nickname Big Red. Like it was an insult.
Just blessed upon them.
No, she didn't like it. Like it was people were making fun of her, and we went to some weird. It was supposed to be like some concert. It ended up being some fucking scammy, gimmicky thing where it was like high school
fire festival.
It was like a high school phone party or something, and it was like we're all like 21, like
pretty gay.
No, it was like there was legit school buses outside, and we showed
That's
up.
Gay.
Yeah, I paid like $50 a ticket for like
Holy shit! What?
Some local kid. He's Mizzy Coke's rap partner now.
Gotcha.
Lil Twin, Vinny Monzo. He sold. It was supposed to be like it was like a rap concert. Like he was a local rapper, and I was like, it might have been 30 a ticket. It wasn't 50. It was something 20 a ticket.
That fucking.
It was something dumb, but I bought.
That fucking boat party they had is so fucking funny.
They've done a few of those. God bless. I'm not hating on them, but I am hating on Little Twin for selling me tickets to like a high school fucking. It wasn't a phone party. It was like a neon party or whatever they were doing back then. Yeah, that type shit. But it was like an hour away. We couldn't find the joint. Like he didn't send us the right
address.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Like, and I had bought 10 tickets and I had rounded up 10 fucking people, and like so I had like 5 friends and then someone's cousin, and then like we had 3 fucking cars of people going up to this place. Couldn't find it. Everyone's getting annoyed. We finally fucking get there, and it's like we're all smoking blunts and drinking in the parking lot, and everyone it's literally like an arcade. Like it was supposed to be like a concert venue, and it was like an arcade with like a small stage. And we are like tailgating this like it's Armageddon. Like it's,
you guys are going.
We are 21.
We're gonna start moshing.
There is a handle and 4 blunts going around.
Let's get
10 feet away from
weird.
a school bus, and there's 15-year-olds walking into this place. Everyone's like. Multiple times.
This girl took her shirt off. We all grabbed her tits.
That was the other time. No. It was weird. We did not stay long. We were asked to leave, and they would give us our money back because we were like, the security. We wanted to walk in, and they were like,
"What are
you can't come in here."
What are you guys?
So you guys smoking weed and drinking alcohol in the parking lot. We're like, "Yeah, this is a concert," and they're like,
"This is a
teenage.
This is a prom reception,
glow party or something." And we're like.
And
We were told this was a rap concert, and they were like, "Well, you were misled." Yeah, this kid told us it was like his rap concert, but really he was like promoting some scammy, like
yeah,
some literal like scammy fucking like Dayglow party shit. But it was like the people who had booked it was like a literal like
rapper, or
high school
something.
Christian club.
Oh,
No, like
FCA or something.
no, not they weren't like Christians, but it was literally like a school, like after school, like their Friday night pizza party featuring like
foam
a
neon
Dayglow party at the
yeah.
fucking arcade.
That's
And me and 10
that
of my
is super
buddies show up.
misleading.
And my friend was there, and like the one who had been donned the nickname Big Red, that she did not like the nickname, obviously. And this kid Richie was hammered, and he didn't know that she didn't like the nickname. And like the security guards were giving us shit. We were back in the parking lot. We're like, "Yo, we paid fucking $20 a ticket. Like, we're going into this fucking show."
Richie, by any chance, related to Mizzy?
No,
Oh, not that. Okay.
no, his last name's Richie.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
So we're all pissed. The security's like, "You guys can't come in." And then my friend, quote unquote Big Red, is like, "I'm gonna go talk to the security guard or something. Like, I'll go tell him that we're coming in or something like that." 'Cause she was like, she was like on the phone or something when we were trying to go in originally, and she's like, "Wait, we can't go in. Why?" Like, she was the only one not.
I'll talk to him.
She was the only one not drinking. Like, I think she was driving one of the cars or something. And yeah, Richie goes, "Yeah, what they gonna do to Big Red?" And like,
Oh.
yeah, it didn't go over well. Like, she was really bothered by that nickname, and like, yeah, it just like really fucked up
Dampered
the moment.
Dampered the mood, didn't it? Then let me guess, you
She
guys
was
didn't
very-
get it.
She was very upset. No, we did get in.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we stayed for about 10 minutes. I think one of my buddies was trying to like hit on the girls, and I was like, "There's school buses outside. These are teenagers. Like, we need to get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "She look old enough to me." Like,
Oh,
there was one
no.
of my not buddy. It's not someone I would call a friend. It's this scumbag kid Justin, but he was like about it, like fucking. He was borderline though. I think he was like 18, but like still in high school. So he's like, dude, I don't know.
What I don't like here, because like I have
We were misled.
I have an experience with this exact thing, like, because like at Hofstra they have like student parties at the local bars, but the local bars
If it was
are
college, it would have been great. It would have been fun.
But-
This was like sophomores in high school.
Here's what I'm saying though. It's like this is like they do college parties at the bar, but they are still bars. So there are regular bar patrons that go to the bar, most of which are like 50-year-old fucking men that like give it the caveat of being like Long Island. So they're like 50-year-old Guido dudes that are like, "Hey, yo, I
Just
forgot.
got done fucking.
I just put a fucking new transmission into my fucking GTO. You want to come look at it? It's in the parking lot." And they're just lying.
They're trying to relive their fucking beer muscle days.
That's the
Met
exact.
a few of those guys in Atlantic City. Almost
That's-
got in a fight once. Were you there for that?
Yeah, we
There
were
was-
on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Those guys, that fucking pack
They
of
probably would have
overweight.
fucked me up.
They would have fucking gotten diabetes.
They were that guy.
That guy needed a fucking Ozempic, like between you and the
Between me and you, I was low key terrified. The 140-year-old guy looked like
we had fucking.
I wasn't scared of any of them, but the one had this look in his eyes.
Well, the one
where-
that was like coming at you looked like he wanted to rip your head off, but he
Yeah, I was
like
scared.
he also looked like he was about like two
Shep
steps.
or someone literally had to like step up, or Johnny.
No, it was-
someone like
it-
stepped up for me. Stu.
No, we were all out there and we were just like, no, this isn't going down. Like nobody let that fucking shit happen, and his boys took him away, and we got you.
It was a hold me back scenario, but I was so glad that it was happening. Like the refs came in and fucking broke up the fight, and I was like, thank God.
Right.
All of the fat idiots, I was like, I got this. But the one dude just. Yeah, he looked like I don't even remember what started it, but I think I was filming a different altercation, and he was upset that I was filming it, and he was really upset about that.
He was yelling, and you
He
were
was like, "I'm gonna
you were-
smash your
you were-
fucking phone," and
you-
I was like, "Fuck you!" And then he wanted to kill me.
he was walking by swearing, and you were just on your phone, and then
No,
like,
I
you
was
were-
filming it.
No. You were on your phone, and then he walks by, and you like perked up and like swung.
There
and
was
I watched
he was
I watched
fighting
you-
someone else.
I watched you. No, he was just yelling. He was like he was up the boardwalk further, where he got into some kind of altercation that the police broke. The orange and yellow vest people,
The
whatever.
ambassadors.
The ambassadors broke up, and like he was all steamed from that. So he's walking by, but you were just buried in your phone doing something, and then
Handling
I watched
business.
you, and I watched you perk up and like just go right to
Snapchat.
Snapchat, and like I'm like, oh shit, and like the guy's like, what are you fucking doing? Are you looking at me You got your
filming
phone
me?
out? You filming me? Like, or like, oh god, yeah, okay, that's enough. But so anyway,
I literally probably was like, wait, my bad, dude.
no, you said go fuck yourself a couple of times.
Nice.
Though. You're like, why don't you? You said something like, why don't you fucking do something about it? And he's like, I think
I'm
I
like,
will.
you're 47 fighting on the Atlantic City Boardwalk on a Friday night. You're a fucking loser. So I like.
No, you said something that cut deep or something like
I made
that.
an old
Real
man
like
comment.
real cool or something like to the effect of that, where it like really fucking kicked him in the balls. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
But no, so there was a lot of those guys at the Hofstra
I'll throw
bars.
bombs verbally, but then if he really, if that sea parted and he wanted to fight, I would have been like, nah, fuck this. I have to go down there to North Kakalaki.
When?
I think in August or something.
For wedding?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kitty Hawk.
That's the Outer Banks. You're gonna have fun, man. That's a good place. It's like
Good place.
it's a good place. You like you said you like when you go to Delaware for
Chinko.
Chincoteague, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Tina's
those,
uncle has a house in the Outer Banks.
those vibes. It's like
Yeah.
very much that where it's like you just kind of walk outside. You got like the entire town is like 3 blocks wide. You go to the they have a Food Lion down there. You go to the Food Lion, load up on fucking snacks and beer and shit, and then just everybody goes and sits and gets drunk on the dock. And yeah, there's like a couple institutions down there. There's one Porn and Biscuits. You're gonna hit that place probably for old tacos. You ever heard of it?
No.
It's it was like back in the days when like they had like long haul truckers that had to go from like one end of the Outer Banks to the other. There was like it was the only place that was like 24 hours, and they sold breakfast and they sold porn, and it was like every one stop shop for like long haul truckers.
Sounds
back
like
in the day.
a
Like
fucking
my-
bullseye for Target.
For
the
me.
Target for truckers.
Yeah.
You basically are a trucker, like without a truck.
I'd be a good.
You give
trucker.
trucker vibes.
I'd be probably.
I mean that lovingly.
I would like mingling with the truckers when I'd be like, because I like being like a roadie. I like being like on the road, and like I always do mingle with the
I
truckers.
don't see you being like a lifer trucker, but I could see you doing like how people go backpacking through Europe. I could see you just being a trucker
Taking
for like
do-
6 months.
doing a
just like,
stint as a trucker.
I'm working for Swift. It's fucking just seeing the country, man.
Yeah, me and JBL, fucking, yeah, we got a good marketing deal. I take all the new speakers from one Walmart to another. You know, straight
It's on
shot,
the road, brother.
straight shot from Tulsa to.
See you in a cowboy hat, eastbound
I have
down.
a cowboy hat too. I have that
Nice.
Stetson cowboy hat.
All right, I have to get a cowboy hat. And we're gonna wear cowboy hats and smoke cigars next week.
That sounds good.
That'll be fun.
I'm
Where do
for
I
it.
get a cheap cowboy hat? Dollar General.
Nah, go to fucking Cowtown, man. It's like right
No.
up the road. Bring the kids there. They'll have fun.
This has got to be convenient.
That
Where
is
can I
convenient.
locally? I can just get one on Amazon probably for like $10.
I think they sell them
Party
at
poopers.
7-Eleven. Just go to the one in fucking Peeville.
Like the cheap ones that
Yeah.
you wear on like a jet ski.
Yeah.
The string.
Yeah.
It says like Miller Lite on it. or something.
Yeah. It's got a belt buckle on it.
Holy shit! Now I'll hit up Westy and get like his real like 10-gallon like real deal. Like what are they called? The fucking hand crafted fucking. He's got a real deal
the
cowboy
only
hat.
reason I know Stetson is because it's like it's printed on the cowboy hat. Like,
Let's do it, dude.
yeah,
I'm excited. Cigar week.
cigar week.
Got to think of a fun AI for that one. That's all this is just coming into now. Is like
You just want to come in AI.
I want to just think of you. You've sparked that where like now I start thinking of random.
I like the one.
You make it so much fun because I forget about it and then you'll send me the thumbnail the next day and I'm like, that's perfect. Like,
Yeah, the Norman Rockwell photo though is so good because it churned out 4 of them and I wanted to use all 4 of them, but like the one that I chose was like it was like landscape, it was like portrait style enough. So like
I should just post all of them to our Instagram. Just post
yeah.
like random
I'll send it
AI
I'll-
fixed
I'll,
like
I'll send you the
no caption,
Yeah.
just like random.
I'll send you the rejects, but there is like one. Like I don't know if you actually like took a good look at it, but there's like it ties back into this being too that like the original song I used to use on this for the intros was a John Carpenter. It was from whatchamacallit, fucking Assault on Precinct 13. That dun 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 dun. That was from a John
That's a fun
Carpenter
one.
movie. So another John Carpenter movie that I love is The Thing. And The Thing, it's like there's a part where a dog turns into an alien is like replicating a dog, but it's like it turns into this like monster, but it's like it's trying to be both a dog and replicate a human at the same time. And there's like a little kid that's like walking right behind the like you see right there, he's like half dog, half it's like half dog, half kid. And like a dog.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like I was like, holy shit, like it's coming full circle. Even the AI knows I'm a John Carpenter fan and included a little The Thing kid.
That's crazy if that is really where that.
I don't think that's even. I think it's just.
But no,
AI,
if the AI was
just
that
AI.
deep where it's like
It really is
doing
listening.
some weird algorithmic
It knows.
John
man.
Carpenter song in the old videos, like it's already listened to all of our videos and like fucking disappeared on me. So it's under r/.
Penis.
Coprophiles?
What is it?
Coprophiles? I don't know what coprophile is.
Coprophile. Let's. I'm gonna look up what coprophilia is. You start reading.
The title of...
Copophile.
What the fuck? Let's see here. Check, mic check. Let me put my headphone back in.
Person who's sexually attracted to feces.
Well, that checks out.
that-
I don't know
is that-
why it came up on her recommended then or what, but
Tina changed a lot of diapers.
I didn't know that's what that meant. So the title is
Daddy like.
Pegging My Sub.
Okay, so somebody is it's some kind of dominatrix situation.
It went out. Good luck.
I gotcha.
So it must be. Hi, gonna make this post short. I met with my sub the other day. He doesn't know that I have a scat fetish, but I'm sure he questions it. I never have him douche because, of course, I love scat. Every time we meet, I finger his ass and dig for gold. In quotes. There's been times where he's left...
Gold in them hills.
I'm tired of digging, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
It's shitty work, but somebody's got to do it.
digging for gold builds character. There's been times where he has left poop on my dildo after pegging, and even left shit stains on the bed. It might be obvious, but do you guys think he knows? If you do think he knows, how would I bring it up that I want him to fart and poop? Our last link, I fingered his ass and dug tiny pieces of his shit out, took my fingers out, and ate the pieces that I pulled out of his ass. When I pegged him, he said he felt like he had to fart. I started gaping his ass, and the smell/winds of his dirty asshole rose to my nose. Once he came, I pulled my dildo out and had a little bit of poop on it and a slight brown tint on it. I'd love to share the picture, but I'm not sure if it's against the rules. I went back home without washing the dildo and masturbated to the smell and taste of it. Yes. So.
Lovely. This is,
And the top comment was, next time, lick the dildo off in front of him and see his reaction. So, for me,
so
that's
Reddit's like clearly a family place, you know? Like,
yeah, I got banned for saying tranny or something.
Yeah,
but
this
is cool.
No, it's totally within
Fuck
the
Reddit.
realm.
I'm hardware banned. I can't even comment I don't even go on it anymore because I can't comment.
It's stupid.
It was fun to troll on there for a good time. It ate up a lot of my time getting in pointless arguments, pretending that I'm a black
man.
guy from the hood.
Yeah, dude.
I sell cocaine. I sell dog food. I was being just like retarded. So I'm probably better off that I'm banned. But
Yeah, I mean, you just go on 4chan.
I don't know why she got that one. She sent me one after that I didn't read because I was like, what the fuck was that one?
My favorite is the...
So I'm going to read this one
No,
now.
you're fine.
This is on the same subreddit. Finally getting used as a toilet pup again. I didn't read this one. This is all fresh. Finally, after like a month, I'm getting used as a toilet pup again. My friend and I do this occasionally and haven't been able to for a while since we have both been sick. I wonder why. I'm very excited. Combining pet play and toilet play is so much fun. Anyone else like this combo? First comment. I just ate a big load. Relatively speaking, at least 1 to 2 cups of soft brown poop.
Oh, my God!
Felt like such a good piggy. Deep throating a dildo mid-session is borderline cruel. It's so hard not to gag. Puppy play could be such fun element to add.
Ugh. Just... Oh, my God.
I'd use you as a toilet pup if you do the same to me. The OP responds, sorry, but all my poops go in my diapers.
Oh, my God.
Perhaps puppy would like to eat out of there. Tongue out emoji. Another guy chimes in. I want to eat out of your diapers. Can I please? And that's the end of the thread.
My
Why is my girlfriend saying this shit?
Well,